Please stand clear of the doors. Please stand clear of the doors.
Live stream initiated.
That's behind me anyway. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, always something. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your pal Al, Florida Freaks. You know, hey, if it wants to be behind me, then let it be, right? Isn't that right? I mean, you know, you just gotta. It's beautiful, though, isn't it? Fantastic. I hope everybody's doing good this morning. If you're wondering what's going on right now, I know it's Sunday. Usually we do breakfast with pals with Mr. Gonzo PR, but Mr. Gonzo PR is steadily fighting Florida traffic back to, well, you know, where he comes from for now, which is Miami. So, you know, unfortunately, that's just got to be the way it is right now. So, you know, it is what it is. Basically. So, you got me. It's Breakfast with Al this time around on this Sunday, on this beautiful Sunday. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. Waiting for a few more people to come in because I got some important stuff to talk about, you know, as usual. I have my coffee, which, by the way, I didn't grab the bag. The bag is in the kitchen right now, which is like, you know, at least 1,850 square feet away. But this is Mickey Mouse coffee that you can get right off of Main Street, USA. Hold on. Fantastic. I hope I'm coming in loud and clear. I actually have the microphone at my face. I'm going to have to do it this way until the new microphone comes in. But for right now, so, you know, it's going to have to obscure some of this beauty. All right. But, you know, it is what it is. Yes, coffee. Coffee's fantastic. What's for breakfast? Oh, I had a bagel. I don't know. What did you guys have for breakfast? That's a good question. While we get ready for the next exciting things that are going to happen on this beautiful live stream. I mean, seriously, I've really took at least, I'd say somewhere around maybe 3 to 4 minutes to put this together. So I hope you enjoy it. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, it took me about an hour and a half. And that is why I'm starting at 10:45 rather than 10 a.m. because right at the last minute, just about right at the last minute, I had to kind of put this together because Mr. Gonzo PR hailed me on the comm and was like, "Hey, you know, you think you could do it? Because I'm not going to make it home in time." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, no problem." So it's all good. Safe travels to Mr. Gonzo PR. He's in the chat, by the way, though. Just don't chat and drive, Mr. Gonzo. I hope your wife is handling that more than you are. I'm pretty sure. He's a very safe man. So microphone is on point. Awesome. Okay, so that's the key, is not to have it way over here, but have it like right up in here until I get the Yeti. But anyway, What I want to do real quick is send out a shout out, a major milestone shout out to a couple of people. First and most importantly, I'd like to give a shout out to our winner of the Not So Scary giveaway that we just did. That was it was a Not So Scary loop giveaway, which, if you don't know what a loop giveaway is, it's a major giveaway. It's the kind of giveaway you want to join up on, because not only do you get one gift, you have like literally like with our loop, you have like at least 19 to 20 different YouTube creators involved with this thing. So basically, you don't get one gift, you literally win like 22 prizes. So that being said, our awesome subscriber, our awesome person who joined up on this, her name is Amanda. I'm not going to give her last name out for her protection, but Amanda, you know who you are. Amanda, awesome job, man. You have been notified and everything. A lot of people have already started sending out gifts. I'm sending mine out on Monday because the mail system is a snail mail, and we're used to email. So, but no, yours is on its way from me. It's on its way from Mr. Gonzo PR. It's on its way from Christy. It's on Christy's Corner. It's on its way from, I can't, if I name all these, I won't even have enough time in the hour to name how many things. But you're about to be bombarded by gifts. But it's awesome. I think that's cool. And guys, this isn't the first, well, actually, this is kind of the first, but this isn't the last time we're going to do this. We're going to do more loop giveaways. We're pretty much going to be doing loop giveaways at least once a month, possibly most likely once every 2 months or so, because it takes some time to get set up. But hey, E-Trade Travel, what's up, man? Glad to see you. We just did a video with them. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, we're going to be doing giveaways. Personally, Florida Freaks here, you might want to stay subscribed. You might want to stay in tune with everything. Join us up on social media. Florida Freaks on Facebook, official Florida Freaks on Instagram, and right now Alicorn Studios, which is our mother company, basically, the one that starts it all. Alicorn Studios on Twitter, excuse me. You want to be joined up with all these things because I'm actually going to be doing a lot of giveaways, like pretty soon here. Like, I'm going to try to do a giveaway at least once every 2 weeks, to tell you the truth. I mean, like indefinitely once a month, but most likely once every 2 weeks. And the reason why I say this is because if you're not aware of this, my wife, she works for Disney, and we come across a lot of stuff that is Disney related. Also, I have a couple of friends in Universal and stuff like that. So I'm always getting stuff, and I'd like to give it to you guys. I mean, be completely honest. I'm being completely honest with you. I think you guys could get a lot more out of it than I can. So be prepared for that. Giveaways are really simple. It's not going to be any of those things where you have to do this and jump through this hoop and run through here and go over to your neighbor's house and knock on the door and tell them to subscribe. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. You might do that one. But, I'm not going to tell you to, take your pants off and run through. Oh, God, I just keep coming up with great ideas. Anyway, no, we're not going to go to any extremities or anything like that. It's just basically this. If you're subscribed, you're hanging out, you're commenting on my videos and stuff like that, you're being a part of the family, the FREAKOUT family, okay? Oh, which is, by the way, a group on Facebook as well. Then, do it, And subscribe to 20 channels. Yes, that's the loop part. You don't have to subscribe to 20 channels when Florida Freaks is doing a giveaway, all right? You'll see. Simple things, simple little things, but you'll be getting some really awesome stuff, because we got the cast connection, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff that we could get some awesome things that, it blows my mind. So if it blows my mind, and I see it every day, you guys are in for a treat. But anyway, let's move on, though. Basically, what we have here is, last night I went over to Hollywood Studios, okay? And I went on a little ride that I haven't been on in quite some time. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. There you go. I haven't been on a ride that I haven't been on in quite some time. Okay? And it actually surprised me. And what that ride is the fastest ride that I think. I think it's the fastest ride. What do you think? The fastest ride in, well, Hollywood Studios, I'd say in all, well, so far, in all of Disney World. I'm talking about Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster. That was an incredible thing. I mean, listen, I've ridden this ride like at least 1,000 times before, but for some reason, it seemed like it was 10 times faster than I've ridden it before. It freaked me out totally. And I'm happy to say that the GoPro held up. I mean, literally, totally held up, which I was kind of afraid about it because GoPro, let's be completely honest, it tends to, not do so well in low light situations. Now, granted, most of the video is pitch black darkness. And, with my editing skills, I plan to pull those out. But as far as, what it did pick up, I was very impressed. I couldn't believe it. But, yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that, Angela. Expedition Everest, totally fast. But I think this one's the fastest. I'm talking about speed-wise. What's up, Death Star Diva from California? How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic this morning. I hope you have your coffee. If you don't know who Death Star Diva is, she's part of the KILT Guy Club. All right? You want to check out the KILT Guy, one of our favorite creators from California, from the other side of the earth. Well, the other side of the continent, anyway. Really cool people and all that. Also, make sure you're clicking that like button. It sends out the video a little bit, this whole live stream thing. But, anyway, back to what I was talking about. The Rock and Roller Coaster. Awesome stuff. I got a video of it. It's going to be coming out soon. I just wanted to highlight that for a second because it was just amazing. Anyway, that was before I met up with Mr. Gonzo PR last night. When I did finally meet up with him because he was getting his hotel and everything else like that. Remember, he's got to travel. I live 20 minutes away. He's got to travel. So, well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. How you doing, Tile Grassman? It's good to see ya. When I finally did meet up with him, we did a lot of things. One of the things being that was pretty impressive. I'm not sure exactly what illustration is going to come here first, but I do want to say that the Skyliner at night was absolutely amazing. By the way, the Skyliner is back up and running again, and Mr. Gonzo PR and I happened to jump on it right when the fireworks were going off at Hollywood Studios, which I highly, and you can tell in the sound of my voice, highly recommend if you're going to be out at Disney, is to make sure that you hit that up. Look at that view. Just look at that. And I don't know where they got that torch from, but holy crap. They send like a fireball into the air that's got to be like 35 meters. If meters is long, I don't know. I'm not European, but it's incredible though. Look it. I'll show you again. Look at that. I'll make sound effects. Insane. But also, it was really cool. The Skyliner at night, man, just amazing. That's all I could say about it. It's just absolutely amazing. And it's running optimal, like highly optimal. Look at the Justin Scott. Rich, I see what you did there. You're on the wrong channel, son. You're on the wrong channel. No, I'm just kidding. Much love to Mr. Scard and his family. Listen, so no, but seriously though, yeah, Skyliner up and running at perfect capacity, no problems whatsoever. It was a nice, smooth ride, except for on the ride back, but that's Mother Nature that I blame, not the Skyliner, because it was a bit tossy back and forthy. You know what I mean? Rocking back and forth. I peed a little. I'm not gonna lie, but it was, you know, it was all right. I was with Mr. Gonzo. If anything happened, I'd climb up on top of him and ride him down to the ground, and he's like a nice big soft pillow. You know what I mean? He bounces well, so keep that in mind, Gonzo. I'm gonna use you as a pillow. But you want to donate? Donate to what? Donate to me? If you want to donate, for right now, I don't really have, you know, the whole thing hooked up with YouTube. But if you want to donate, there is PayPal, and it's in the description. I don't think it might not be in the description of this, but it's in the description of all my videos. But I do really appreciate it. It would help out a lot. But yeah, anybody else? That's a good thing to bring up. Actually, I never bring it up because I'm not that guy, you know. But that is a good thing to bring up. I appreciate it, Red Eyes. If you do want to donate to the channel or help the channel out in any way, shape, or form, the best way to do it right now is to hit up the PayPal. All right, which is in the descriptions of all the videos and everything else like that. Nobody ever looks at the descriptions, and I should say it more on the videos. But like I said, I'm not that guy, you know. I'm a content creator, and that's what I do. I create content. But I appreciate you bringing up the idea. Yeah, super chat. Haven't reached 1,000 subscribers, which if you want to do some super chats, get the word out, get the super chats going on, get the subscribers going on. I reach 1,000 subscribers, we could do super chats and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm a content creator. It's what I do. I focus more on what I'm putting out there to you guys so that you guys can see the best of what Florida has to offer, and it's awesome. So, yeah, Mr. Gonzo is driving, like I said before. But I'm glad you're here, buddy. I appreciate it. So, and I appreciate all the help that you do for me. But back to what we were saying, though. Another thing that we witnessed over there, and you guys are going to love this, okay? Another thing we witnessed over there was called the lightsaber meetup, okay? And we didn't even know this was going on. We had no idea because this was kind of like a fan-based thing. But the lightsaber meetup was like a collection of everyone who spent the $200 on a lightsaber and got together and hooked up this amazing event that was completely fan-based. Yeah, there was like at least 50, 60 people out there at least. And you don't think that's a big number? That's a big number, especially when they're all holding lightsabers. Because we turn around, me and Mr. Gonzo PR, we turn around and we're like, what the heck is going on here? And later on we found out that that's exactly what it was the lightsaber meetup. And it was cool. I mean, we kind of followed them around a little bit. We didn't want to stalk them too much. But, you know, we didn't want them to turn around and look, oh, God, look, the YouTubers are here, you know. So we kind of, like, looked at all that and saw all that going on and was like, whoa, you know, that's a lot of people. That's a whole lot of people. That's a whole lot of lightsabers. They had kind of like, they give you some depth of it. They had like a meeting type thing. I mean, it was definitely a meeting. It was bring your own lightsaber to work day. It was, you know, let's talk about it. You know, they kind of went into depth of Star Wars and stuff. It seemed like what they were doing. And then later on, we kind of spotted them all sitting down, which is a very cool thing. I mentioned that to Mr. Gonzo PR at the time. It was a very cool thing. They were all, get this, gonna blow your mind. Gonna blow your mind. All right? They were all sitting down, all collected, where the fireworks were going off. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I love them for that. The reason why I make it such a big deal about this is because if you've ever been to a fireworks show at Walt Disney World, you always have all the people in front of you standing up, putting their kids on top of their shoulders, blocking the entire view. Okay? You know? And these guys, they were like, hey, guys, we're like 75 people. Let's all sit down. Let's get front row seats for the fireworks, but let's all sit down. And I commend you for that, lightsaber meetup crew. That was a fantastic idea. That was awesome. And it actually caught on because we looked behind them and like there was a lot of other people who were like, oh, look, they're sitting down. Let's all sit down. And I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea, man. I know I'm on a rant. I'm sorry. But I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? You think it's a good idea to sit down to watch the fireworks? Think about it. Fireworks in the sky. They're above you. Okay? They're not in front of you. They're above you. Okay? I know. If you're standing up, they're above you. You could see them if you're above. But you can't, though. You got people in front of you. Things are going off. Things are doing things. And you're like, you know, you got this kid, you know, and you always got that father that's standing in front of you, and he's got his kid on his shoulder, and he turns around and he looks like, hey, you enjoying the show? No, sir. Sir, I'm not enjoying the show. You know why I'm not enjoying the show? Because I'm looking at the back of your kid's head. That's why. Can you put him on the floor? All right, put him on the ground. Oh, but I'm just kidding, though. I digress. I think it's a good idea. Oh, they're already doing that in Tokyo. See, I haven't been to Tokyo yet. I know Tokyo is like advanced. Like Hong Kong Disney or whatever in Tokyo Disney, Tokyo Town Disney. No? Little Tokyo Disney. I don't know. It's it does, man. I'm telling you. I've learned this myself, dude. I know what you're talking about. I've heard the stories. They really do. You know, they really do. They really do, man. They really, really do. Are ahead of the game. Like not only in merchandise, but also in like respect. I guess you could say respect for your fellow man who paid just as much as you did to get into the park. You know, exactly. More respect on it in Tokyo. That's right. That's right. So, hang on. I'm working on something here. Okay. So, yeah, another thing I wanted to talk to you about is not only did we ride the Skyliner at night and we saw that going on, another thing that we also did last night, which you could pick up on, was we rode the Millennium Falcon. I don't have any video on that and all that stuff, but there is video out there. If you want to go to Dole Whip Dad's live stream that he had last night, we were all over it, you know, along with another creator. Oh, God, what was her name? Help me out. Help me out. What was her name? I'm pulling a Walt Disney. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, no, we were on with Dole with Dad, and it was fantastic. We were talking with, gosh, who were we talking with last night? I'm like a total blank because I was half drunk. No, I'm just kidding. Am I? I don't know. No, but, gosh, Mr. Gonzo, pull over and tell me who it was. Anyway, gosh, that's bugging the crap out of me right now. But anyway, yeah, we were having a fantastic time, and we went on the Millennium Falcon. We rode it live. It was the Lynn Project. Thank you, Death Star Diva. Jeez, I don't know. I was having a blank for a second there. You ever done that? You know, it was almost like I was hearing in my head the old school, you know, boo-doo-doo. We're sorry. The number you have called is not in service. Please try again. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, so, yeah. Thanks, Gonzo. Thanks. No, but seriously, though, it was awesome. It was an awesome live stream. If you want to pick that up, go to Dole Whip Dad. We went on Millennium Falcon. We experienced a whole lot out there. It was awesome. It was good times. And one of the other things that we did at night, I mean, there was just so much to do at night, which we don't do at night. Like me personally, I have kids and everything else like that. I have a wife at home and everything. And I literally can't stay at Disney all night like I used to. I have to usually leave like around 6:30, 7 o'clock, get home, stuff like that. So it was a rare occasion where I was actually able to stay home. Plus, I don't really like to shoot at night because I have a GoPro. GoPro users, you know my pain. Okay? So, you know, it was awesome that we could do this because what we did also at night was the Slinky Dog ride at night. And that was amazing. I actually got video on that, guys. You have nothing to worry about as far as that goes, because I made sure that me and Mr. Gonzo were heavily illustrated on there. But also, you know, Disney did a good job too, because, you know, they always have these fun pictures. And there we are, you know, riding right along on the Slinky Dog Dash. But I have to tell you guys, okay, I have to stress this also. Slinky Dog at night. Wow. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. One of another things that you have to freak out about is Slinky Dog at night. And I have not seen many people cover Slinky Dog at night. There's daytime Slinky Dog videos left and right. There's like a whole slew of them. In fact, I've done like probably about 3 of them already. But myself. But wow, man. But wow. Awesome. Have I piloted Slinky Dog yet? No. No, I haven't piloted Slinky. I know what you mean. Yes, of course I piloted. Piloted. Thank you very much. Speech impediment. I piloted the Millennium Falcon. I actually piloted the Millennium Falcon with my son, Aiden, from Mythic Adventures. He's a gamer. And I thought that would be the best thing to do, is to bring a gamer to the Millennium Falcon. Because if you don't know this, the Millennium Falcon ride is a video game. It literally is like the ultimate VR video game that you could ever do if you're a Star Wars fan. So it was really cool to bring him on there, because he's a gamer. He does a lot of video games on his YouTube channel. If you haven't checked him out, I'll have a link with him after the thing. I'll link everybody that I'm talking about right now on the that I mentioned and everything that on the description below as soon as I get to it. But right after we get through this. But yeah, that was an amazing thing. That's another video that's coming out. I got like a slew of videos coming out. I got another Robe video coming out if you're enjoying the Robe videos. And speaking of which, Eat Trade Travel, who is in the chat right now, they just dropped like a really great video. I mean, a great video. It was fantastic what they did. I think they did a great job on the editing and everything else. Yeah, it was great. It's just basically like another view of a video that I put out earlier, and they did a bang-up job. If you haven't checked that out yet, like I said, the link will be in the description of this video as soon as we get out of here. So check back after the video. If you're watching this on replay, I really appreciate it. And you can check it out right now because it's already up. But yeah, that was really cool. Like I said, Slinky Dog was awesome. Another thing we did was we visited Chewie, and we also visited Darth Vader, which I got video of. That's another video that's coming out soon. But yeah, we visited Chewie, and it was fantastic. Really, I mean, it was a great time to me. He's a good kid. You know, he's a good kid. He loves to make sure that we're well taken care of. He didn't like Gonzo's shirt too much because he had, like, you know, a Death Star shirt on, like, you know, like he was all for the dark side. But Darth Vader loved him to death, though. All right, and I bowed before Darth Vader because, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, he's Lord Vader, for Christ's sake. What do you want? But you know. Went and saw Chewie, hung out with him. He was a good man. He was scared at first. Not really scared. Can't really scare a Wookiee. But, I mean, he was kind of distraught. I guess that would be the best word to put, is distraught. So, but it was good times. It was really good times, man. We had a blast on that. So, but, yeah. So, that's basically that. One more thing I want to cover before we go to the chat. We're going to go to the chat. We're going to start talking to you guys. So don't, you know, put your questions and everything of what you want to know about. I might be able to answer it for you. I might not, you know, but it's coffee talk time in just a few seconds. So make sure you know that. But one thing I do want to tell you guys is and remind you is that the channel is going to be changing soon. And what I mean by soon, it's going to be January 1st, January 5th, around that week of when you're going to see some, I want to say, major changes to Florida Freaks, because one being is that Florida Freaks is going to be changing its name. Not so much the logo and everything, but I did show this on the last couple of live streams, but I want to make sure that I constantly say it so that you guys know what's going on as far as the subscribers, as far as the FREAKOUT family that's already here. You know, the new people coming into the FREAKOUT family, they will already be like, oh, it's Florida FREAKOUT, okay. But the people who have been here since day one, my day oneers, I don't want you guys turning it on one morning and going, you know, oh, what happened? You know, I want you guys turning it on and going, he did the transition. Good. I'm so proud of that little monkey. You know what I mean? So, but what I'm talking about is, you know, Florida Freaks as we know it. Looks beautiful. Looks fantastic. The only problem is it's Florida Freaks. I want to change it to something more relevant to the channel. Something that brings it in, and we're going to change it Florida Freak Out. So remember that when it does change around, is that we're going to be changed to the Florida Freak Out from Florida Freaks. And this is just the black and white version. I'm actually going to bold it out more, make it more clearer and stuff like that. And but with the changes comes better changes, comes great things, is that like I'm going to be putting a URL attached to the current, you know, YouTube channel that we have right now, and it's going to be called the FloridaFreakout.com, or actually it's not going to be .com. What was it going to be? It's going to be .org, I think. I think it's going to be .org, I want to say. I have to check. I bought both of them just to make sure. But yeah, the domain name's going to be Florida Freak Out, the Florida Freak Out. It's going to be easier to get to and stuff like that. We're not going to have to deal with well, right now as it is it's youtube.com/c/Florida Freaks. And I think it's just really long. It's going to say Florida Freaks in it. It's not going to say Florida Freak Out. Might confuse people. So I'm going to make it real simple, change the URL to that. And it's not going to be changed the URL on YouTube like that. It's just going to be, if you ever see an ad or anything else that has to deal with Florida Freaks, you will see FloridaFreakout.org or .com, depending on which one I want to use. But most likely org. But other than that, all right, we got through everything. We're good. All right. I wanted to just cover a lot of stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that Breakfast with Pals is going to be back on next Sunday with Mr. Gonzo PR. So it is .org, right? I was thinking, because me and Gonzo were talking about this too. I always like to get feedback from my fellow creators about everything. And, of course, the Robe. Mr. Robe always has to give me feedback too, because usually he pays for everything. But no, also he's very insightful. A lot of the stuff that you see on the Florida Freaks channel is ideas that come up from a lot of different creator friends and from me and Mr. Robe. So like a lot of jokes and stuff like that we pull off and stuff like that. A lot of it's done right on the fly as soon as we're there, but like I'd say probably about 35 to 40% of it is stuff that we talk about on the phone a little earlier. We come up with, you know, we set it up to the point where, you know, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to do this bit, you know, and that's usually the stuff that consists of like me throwing in clips from movies and stuff like that. Because, you know, but a lot of stuff, you know, we'll be sitting there, especially when we're doing the boat stuff. That's when that's when the ideas flow like the water below us. And it's really sick. So, yes, I did. I mentioned the Chewy experience. You were driving. But no, I hooked it up. We showed the pictures and everything. It was fantastic. But any questions that anybody has, let me know right now. Go ahead and throw them into the chat. We're going to do full chat coffee talk right now. All right? But until then, well, that went down the wrong pipe. Hold on. Let me clear that up. Much better. Much better. All right. A little bit of vape will clear everything. Am I wearing pants? Why, yes, I am. I'm actually wearing Nike stretch pants. right now that I borrowed from my wife. No, I'm kidding. I'm wearing some jogging pants, which I don't jog ever. But it is what it is. I like to wear them around the house. So, yes, I'm wearing pants. Thank you very much. Not the kind of question I was thinking I was going to get. I thought it was going to be Disney related, but, to each his own. Anything about, maybe the stuff that I brought up, like maybe you could ask me about the giveaways, possibly, maybe? Perhaps? No? Just going to throw that out there? Yeah, maybe? No? Oh, the giveaways. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned it. Yeah. They say vaping is deadly, except they are big tobacco blowing up TH teeth. Yes, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. Me and the Rope have been vaping since, pretty much day one. And we never had, hey, the giveaways! You mentioned the giveaways, yes. No, but vaping, I don't know. I don't think vaping is as horrible as everybody says it is. It's not because I do it. It's because I look into everything that I do. So I make sure that things are safe, That's why I rode the Skyliner on a cast member preview on first one on. I mean, because I look into things and make sure they're safe before I do them. That was ironic, That was me being sarcastic. But yeah. Hey, Timothy, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah. No, I don't think it's as bad. I've been vaping for 7 years. My lungs feel great. Hey, yeah, that's another thing. I started vaping to get off of cigarettes because I had a friend who passed away from pancreatic cancer due to smoking. So, which, she told me that flat out. And she asked me to stop smoking before she moved on to the next realm. And, I dedicated it to her. That's what I do now. Is if I ever want to pick up a cigarette or if I'm in the vicinity of people smoking cigarettes and I even slightly think to myself that I want to smoke a cigarette, I will think of Marilyn and I will say, no, I made a promise to somebody who is a very huge supporter of everything I do. And because she supported me so much, I'm going to support her by honoring her wishes, and that was for me to stop smoking. So I stopped smoking, and I vape, and, nobody has dropped dead from cancer from vaping. You could say that. Just going to throw that out there. All right? Going to tell it. But I don't want to get into that because I got into that on Facebook, and I got ripped apart by like two of my friends. Holy, I don't even want to talk about it. Whew. That was almost a touchy subject as religion. I mean, it's just there's three things you don't talk about. Apparently, it's politics, religion, and vaping, and here we are. So, but I did want to tell you that that's why I quit smoking. Was that? Anyway, moving on. There is a topic that I'm thinking of topics to talk about, and there is one other topic I do want to talk about. And that is it's on a creator platform here, and I did promise him that I was going to mention him. So I better get that cracking. All right. Oh, thanks, Kyle. I appreciate it. There is somebody I want to mention. He hit a milestone. He is one of my good friends. I love him to death. He's actually one of my mentors as far as YouTube goes. And what I mean by that is I've been watching him before I started doing YouTube. I learned from him. I'm talking about World of MICAH, Mr. MICAH Barnaby. Sir, I'd like to say firsthand, I know you're not on the chat right now, but perhaps you'll see this later or someone will get back to you and say, hey, Florida Freaks, that guy, your pal Al, he's your pal, right? And he'll say, oh, yeah, I love him. And he'll be like, hey, he mentioned you. Because he said he was. And he'll be like, oh, yeah, you told me he was. All right. But anyway, seriously, hit a milestone. He hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And as a creator, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a pretty tough feat. You always hear about And that's the topic I want to talk about, and that's why I brought him up. I brought him up not only to congratulate him, congratulations, sir, on hitting 10K on a vlogging creator YouTube channel. Amazing. And, but regardless of that, that's another thing I want to talk about, is that we always hear about, channels reaching the 100K milestone, which, by the way, Mr. Big Fat Panda is about to get his silver play button, by the way, which is awesome as well. But I digress. We always hear about the 100Ks. We always hear about the 1 million. We always hear about the 10 million. We never really hear about the smaller creators. And we never really touch on and grasp the fact of what kind of incredible feats that you have to come across as a creator to get to those points. And any creator who is in the chat right now will completely agree with me on this, is that when creators reach 100K and they get their play button and all that stuff, the emotion that you do see from majority of the creators that actually put 6 to 7 to 8 to 10 years into doing this and finally reach that milestone, the passion that you see there is real. I know they don't show it too much, but you guys got to understand, man, this is constantly, if you're putting effort into it, if you're not one of those, Betty Davis, up-and-comers where, and what I mean by that, if you don't understand that term, that reference, is basically, you're beautiful, so you get the subscribers. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get it on looks alone. You just show your face for 5 minutes. There was a YouTuber out there that literally posted 2 videos. Two videos. And reached 1 million subscribers. I don't think it was because of the topics she was talking about, because, But I'm not hating on her, though. Fantastic job that she did, If anything, I'm envious. But there are a lot of people. There are a lot of creators out there that have been putting up content like Mr. MICAH over here. World of MICAH. If you haven't checked out his channel, I'll put a link in it below. I better start writing these down. Holy crap. Mr. MICAH, man, he put in his dues. He's been posting a lot for a long time. And his videos have always been interesting. He puts a lot of effort into his videos. He does before and afters of what, has come up and what has shown, what Disney was like in 1971 or and what it is today, that kind of thing. And he does a lot of research and everything else like that. He always tries to find the best places and best spots. And, I'm very proud of him. And I'm glad that he finally got to him. Not only that, yeah, Adam, exactly, Tile. I was getting to that too. Not only that, Adam the Woo endorses him. And Adam the Woo has a nice, keen eye, as you could tell, for talent. So, and he's a very talented man, and he does very good. And I commend him, dude. That's all I can say is I commend him. It's awesome that he reached that milestone, and it's great that people like my friends. I love seeing my friends come up. I love it when Devin, Prince Charming Deb. I love it when he, reached like 20,000 subscribers. When that happened, dude, I was like, holy crap, can't believe that. It's awesome that happened. And I look forward to seeing all my other, YouTube friends reach milestones. I love it when people reach 1,000. It's not only the big numbers. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying earlier, is we always hear about the big numbers, but it's not only the big numbers. Just to let you know, like the KILT guy, reached 1,000 subscribers. I was there for that. I was happy. He did a live stream straight up. They reached 1,000. Awesome stuff. Also, who else reached 1,000 like recently? The Mickey Bunch reached 1,000, recently in the past couple of months. And it's just, I love seeing that too. I wish I could reach 1,000, but like I said, it's a hard road to travel, and people don't understand how hard it is. Of course, there is something called a snowball effect, which does happen in YouTube, where you reach a certain number and then all of a sudden it's called the snowball effect, and literally it's because the YouTube algorithm picks up that you have X number of subscribers and X number of views and X number of click rate value and all that, and the algorithm actually starts pushing you like to the fifth degree. And that's what the snowball effect is that you get to a certain point, you start snowballing, and the snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it rolls downhill. And YouTube is kind of like the little kid with the snot running out of his nose and the cap on, and they're kind of the ones that pushed it. So yeah, now I'm talking momentum stuff. Exactly. Yeah. But to get to that snowball effect, though, you guys got to understand that it's not an easy feat. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's just not an easy feat. It is very, very tough. It's a hard road to travel. You have to constantly be making creative, funny, fun videos that people want to watch, first of all. And second of all, that just interesting stuff, unlike this live stream, But that's why I try. See, when I try to do a video, I try to do a video that isn't revolved around the latest trend. You notice it's Halloween, right? You go to my channel, I don't have a not so scary video up. I haven't visited not so scary and all that stuff. I haven't visited Halloween Horror Nights. The reason why is because everybody on YouTube is doing Halloween Horror Night videos and not so scary videos. Everybody's doing that. So I tend, on my channel particularly, and you don't have to do this, but this is just my thing, is that I tend to look for things that people aren't noticing because they're distracted with the latest trend. You understand what I'm saying? So everybody's like, oh yeah, not so scary, Halloween Horror Nights, oh, and then they come to my channel and they're like, oh, look, I didn't know they were giving away that Epcot and all this other, I didn't know they had that special seasonal meal or seasonal, whatever it may be. It's just something that is not, it's still themed, because you got to stick with the Halloween theme. It's Halloween, Just stick with the Christmas theme. But by the way, I am going to go to the Christmas special. You can count your books on that one because I love it. But no, I mean, and that's why me and the Robe, the last video that we just put up, what was it, 626, the ice cream. Also, Red's Revenge, Neither one of those are Halloween themed. I mean, it's not a Halloween special that you can only get at Halloween Horror Nights or, Not So Scary. But 626, Stitch, he's an alien, he's a monster. Kind of sticks with the Halloween theme. Red's Revenge, pirate. The most beautiful pirate in the world, by the way. Still, the pirate thing, kind of sticks with the Halloween thing too. So it's kind of got like a Halloween theme to it, but it's not the Halloween trend, is what I'm saying, if you can understand that. The Robe once said, be so funny that if you fart in the direction, make them want to smell it. Just say they did. Why? Well, I got to start reading these before I start. Exactly. And he did say that, but I try not to tell people that. But what I was saying, that's what we try to do, and that's what I try to do, and make it more interesting. Try to make it more to the point where, you want to show people things that they don't normally see, because I think that that's more interesting to people. I think that's more interesting to anything. That's more interesting to me. Like when I look back on my videos, and that's, 50% of the reason why I do YouTube is for me to actually look back on my videos in 20 years from now and go, I remember doing that. I remember having that opportunity. I remember seeing that or experiencing that, You know, this is kind of like my channel, to me, it's kind of like a personal, like, photo album in a way. It's like a video photo album, if that makes any sense, that I could just skim through in a couple of years and check out. So, that's, you know, as long as you got that mind frame, you won't have too many problems. And the reason why I'm even talking about, you know, another reason why I'm even talking about any of this is because there's something called YouTuber depression that not too many people know about. And it's creator depression. And it's something that hits everyone that is a creator for social media or YouTube or anything like that. And it's just, you know, when you start paying attention to numbers, when you start paying attention to, you know, trying to be the first and trying to do all this stuff, that's going to catch up with you eventually. Believe you me, it's going to catch up with you eventually. You are going to be knocked down hard. And it hurts. It cuts you and it hurts. It does. It makes you feel worthless. It's just a scenario that you go through where you feel worthless because you're concentrating on that stuff. You're concentrating on numbers. You're concentrating on not messing up, on not doing this, on being perfect is what you're concentrating on. And I was that guy. You could ask The Robe. You could ask Tile Crashman, because I believe you were there too for a while. In the beginning, I was that guy. I wanted to be perfect. In fact, I believe The Robe nicknamed me at one point in time Newscaster Al, because every time I'd go in front of the camera, I'd be like, "Oh, and now we have this." I'd go into like this guy, you know, because I wanted to be perfect and I wanted everything to be set up right, and I wanted all this, you know. I wanted to not mess up. I wanted to make sure my numbers were growing. I wanted to, you know, I'd get depressed when I was at 60 subscribers, and I'm like, why aren't we moving? I should be at 600 by now. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Should. What I should have been doing. Paying attention to the content that I was putting out. Paying attention to what I wanted to do. What I wanted to show. You know? Pay attention to not being the first guy out there to get this footage. Granted, sometimes I am, and it's awesome. I have the ability to do that because I have friends, and I have, you know, a wife, and I have people who are connected in certain ways that give me the opportunity to do that. But that's what I'm saying. They're opportunities, and opportunities will come, and you got to know when to jump on those opportunities. But you can't push those opportunities. Because if you start doing that, you're going to start worrying about where you're at and where you're going with your whole entire thing. Because, and to tell you the truth, it's never going to be good enough for you if you're in that mind frame. It's never going to be good enough for you. You could be pulling 1,000 subscribers every month. And if you are concentrating on numbers and being, you know, articulated on those facts alone and what, you know, what's going on with your channel and whether or not you're popular or not, you're going to get depression. You're going to be depressed. You're going to get anxiety. You're going to be looking at your numbers and 2 people are going to unsubscribe for you and you're going to be like, why? Why are you unsubscribing to me? You're going to be looking at all that kind of stuff. And things happen. Like quite recently, to illustrate the point a little bit more, things happen whereas that are completely out of your control and you're just going to have to live with them. Whereas a lot of creators right now have been experiencing the notifications problem that YouTube has had, which they are fixing now. Notifications are going out now, which is cool. But there was a point in time where notifications for the past like 2-3 months now have not been going out. And like I said, you know, I figured out through momentum, I figured out a easier slight fix that we touched on one of the Breakfast with Pals, I believe it was last week, that, you know, an email list may come in handy for creators. to put out an email list, tell all your subscribers, go on all your social media and everything else like that and say, hey, listen, guys, nothing for nothing, but love you to, email us and we'll put you on an email list. We're not going to spam you. Make sure you don't spam your subscribers. You don't need to. Okay, this is not something like a new way for you to send out pictures and newsletters and try to get them to buy stuff. No, okay, you don't have to do that. You got your videos to remind them of that kind of stuff. This is an easier way to get notifications out for the important videos that you're putting out. The important ones, not the simple 5-minute videos. I'm talking about like if you really work hard on a 15, 20-minute video and you went to a lot of places to film it and you put a lot of money and time and effort into it and you want your subscribers to see it, it's an awesome way to do it. Use an email list. They will get the email. Notifications on YouTube, even notifications on Facebook, on social media, on Instagram and everything else like that. Some people don't even see all that stuff. And it's not because they're not following you. It's just because the algorithm isn't pushing them. So, like I said, completely out of your control, but enough to put the depression and anxiety in full effect for you, especially when you don't see any numbers going up and you start seeing numbers going down. That's when it starts bothering with you. So don't pay attention to numbers as a creator. Pay attention to quality. Pay attention to the stuff you're putting out there. I have 5 videos right now on the hard drive, right now, that I'm working on, that I'm going to put out. And the old me would have been like, I got to put these out. When am I going to put these out? I got to hurry up and put these out. Oh, God. I'm not like that no more. All right? I put myself on like a somewhat subtle schedule. And if you follow my channel, then you're going to know my schedule right now. I'm going to tell you that literally I try to stick to a 2-day time frame for videos. Okay? It's not an intentional thing to where I'm like, okay, I got to stick to the 2-day. I got to post. I don't do that. Okay? It's basically like this. I work on a video, I edit it, I get it done. Then I look at what time it is. I look at the last video I put out. Okay, I put it out yesterday. Let's put this out in a day. I schedule it. I set it up. And there you go. And then it goes out. That's it. Okay? I make it simple, And then if I don't get it out in 2 days and then like 3 or 4 days go by, it's okay. It's more time for the last video to be put out there a little bit more. More people could see it, because that's what it is. It's content. It's stuff that you want people to see. You want people to see it, And the reason why the reason why you want people to see it is because it's something that's interesting, that you think people will want to talk about, that you think people will want to see. Not because you put it out there. It's because it's something that is in existence in this world that should be talked about. It should be put out there. And don't put negativity stuff. You notice the Skyliner had a couple of problems, as do all rides, all things. When Disneyland opened up, nothing worked. Nothing. Like, they had like 15 things to do, and like 2 things worked. When Disneyland, first day. All right? It was a nightmare. Women's heels were being pressed and getting stuck in the asphalt that was freshly laid. Couple days, like 1 day before park opened up. You want to talk about problems? Those are problems. All right? But, it is what it is. You're going to have problems. Things don't always work out. But if you notice, I didn't make a video about how the Skyliner broke down. I didn't. Barely even mentioned it. I mentioned it slightly just so that you'll know that the Skyliner's not running right now. Basically it. Because that's what you need to know. That's what people who tune into my channel want to know. They want to know, is the Skyliner running or not? They may want to know the dirty stuff. Why isn't it running? And what happened? And did anybody die? And all that stuff. I don't talk about that, though. You want to find out about that? There's 10 million other people that you would kindly just go ahead and go check them out. I'll tell you if it's running. I'll tell you kind of what happened. you know, maybe. But if it's something negative, you know, and to tell you the truth, this whole thing was severely blown out of proportion. There's a couple of people who argue about that fact, and my friend Prince Charming Dev actually said something on one of his videos that he had to take down because he got, you know, destroyed by a couple of his subscribers or people who are kind of like in the background subscribing, and, you know, but, you know, they believe everything that they hear on social media and on the news and everything else like that. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't that big of it. It was an inconvenience. Let's put it that way. It's a major inconvenience. You know, I could tell you, me being a little bit more connected with the parks, the whole people going to the hospital thing, you know, that's a mandatory thing, you know. That's the thing that they don't really shoot out there, unless you're a cast member or unless you're someone who knows, you know, or, you know, is deep with Disney, lives 15, 20 minutes away. Disney is a major corporation, and when anything happens that involves visitors, okay, yeah, think about this. It makes sense. It's logical. Anything that involves customers, visitors, people who are, you know, that are not a part of the company, they may send you to the hospital just on a whim. I mean, just to make sure you're okay, you know, just to get a checkup, just get a checkout, make sure you're all right. It's kind of like a mandatory thing. It's just like, you know, if somebody slipped and fell and got up and was like, I'm fine, I'm perfectly fine, but they saw it, which they see everything, and they think it's not that good, that you may have got a concussion, you may have got something. Disney most likely will send you to their facility at least. And if they don't send you to their facility, they'll send you to the hospital. Now, granted, some people probably did get hurt to the point where they had to go to the hospital. But I'm telling you, from what I've heard from other cast members and stuff like that, and this is some deep stuff, all right? This is some in there. You know, you're in there with us right now. You're deep in the Disney archives right now. The Disney reports. Nobody was like put on a stretcher and like hauled over there with limbs missing and whatever the heck anybody else was saying. And that's what Prince Charming Dev was trying to say, is that it wasn't a major ordeal like they made it seem like on social media, on the news. The news blew it up because, you know, the news, when they ain't got nothing to talk about, they'll blow up whatever they can. You know, if you live in Florida, you see what they do with hurricanes. Let's not get into that. But anyway, I digress, though. You'll never see any negativity here at Florida Freaks. It's everything you freak out about Florida, not everything that you should, like, lose your head and call your mother and pray about. It's not that kind of stuff. It's stuff that you freak out about Florida. It's awesome stuff that's coming to Florida, awesome stuff that is here. I want to go and visit some more stuff that is out there, you know, that is not Disney related. You know, and if you want to see that, let me know. You know, I want to visit, like, the falls. We actually have falls here. We actually have, you know, caverns and stuff like that. I want to really get out to a couple of the forts that we have here that are tourist attractions and stuff, and check out some forts, like old forts, because, you know, Florida was like battlegrounds. I mean, literally, back in the day, yeah, St. Augustine, thank you, Tile. Yeah, that's a big spot right there that I really want to get out to. A lot of history, a lot of Florida history out there, a lot of stuff to freak out about. And, but yeah, Florida was like a battle state. I mean, this is like where it all happened. This is where a lot of stuff happened that shaped the United States. It came from here. You know, came from here. Yeah, of course we got NASA. Yeah, that's another thing that we could work on. Go out to NASA. I've been dying to go out to NASA. I'm a big space freak, if you haven't noticed that yet. I love space. I love all that stuff. But we're approaching an hour. Actually, we're a little over an hour because I was doing a little bit of another kind of, you know, test run type thing and start 15 minutes before the hour instead of on the hour. Yeah. You know, just in case we run into problems like we did and stuff like that. I think it worked out. I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I think I'm going to start at 11:45 or, you know, 1:45 or 4:45, whatever time I'm going to actually stream at. If I'm going to stream at 5 o'clock, I'll start at 4:45. I think it works out better, you know. But it's great seeing you guys. Great having fun. Of course, I love your company, and I love showing you all the neat and funky stuff that happens around this great state that I have. I was actually born here, by the way. I'm an FBI. I'm a Florida-born idiot. So, but no, it was incredible. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I was able to hang out with y'all. You know, I definitely want to buy a lightsaber and get into the mix of this, because this is my highlight of the whole entire thing, is this right here. Loved it. I thought it was great, and I want to be a part of it. So I may be saving up to $200, and hopefully Disney will start dropping prices a little bit. Maybe do $150 for lightsabers, maybe to $65, $85. I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying it would be. I'm sending it out there, into the universe, and maybe the universe will get back to Disney and be like, oh, that's a good idea, and maybe make it $149, $150, for a lightsaber. Make it like $80 for to build your own droid, and instead of $100. I just think it would probably be better. I think you probably have a lot more sales that way. Not that you're probably hurting, but I'm just going to say I digress, This has been fun. It's been Coffee Talk with Al. It's been Breakfast with Al. We're going to have Breakfast with Pals next Sunday, 10 a.m. sharp on Mr. Gonzo PR's channel. Make sure you check that out. If you haven't checked out Dole Whip Dad, check him out too. We were on there last night live from from Hollywood Studios, and it was on a iPhone 11, so it's good. So iPhone 11 Pro, by the way, that's Mr. Gonzo's new phone. It's an amazing phone. It's got 3 lenses. So there's an hour I'll never get back. Well, thanks, Rich. I appreciate you donating an hour of your life to this. Make sure that you do that. Make sure you check out Dole Whip Dad. Make sure you check out World of MICAH, like I said. Great channel. He's at 10,000. Give him a subscription. Click. And of course, hit the notifications bell, because he's always doing cool stuff too. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate that you do that too. Also, Eat Trade Travel, good friends of ours. Check out the videos that we posted with them, and make sure you check out their channel. They're awesome people too. I'd also like to thank God. I'd like to thank also my agent, Mr. Robe, and also I feel like I'm for me. You like me? You really like me? I feel like I'm getting an award here, shouting all this stuff. But yeah, check it all out. I'm going to have the description, or in the description below. Click the description. You're going to see a whole bunch of stuff on there. You're going to see the PayPal link. You're going to see a whole bunch of links to my other channels. You're also going to see a whole bunch of links that I'm going to be putting up for all the people that I'm mentioning right now and more, because I am a creator and I love my creator family. So I want my creator family to be, with you guys as well. So, and I love my Florida Freaks family. I really appreciate you guys joining me today, man. Make sure you send out the word, share whatever you can, especially life with your family, and just, live it, okay? Life is what you make of it, so make it a good one. I always say that on my Twitch channel, because it's true. Exactly what it is. All right? Well, guess we've come to the end. And you know what happens at the end of every single Florida Freaks video? We've had our freak out. Now it's time to pass out. See you real soon. Thanks for joining us, guys. See you on the next one.